Today we're making this beautiful card using the double vision technique along with the flowering vines stencil. And then we have a beautiful chiffon ribbon and some gorgeous dazzling diamonds. Here's a peek at the inside. So stay tuned. Hey crafty people, this is Ellen with egidesigns and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be using the double vision technique along with this Gina K design stencil set, and this one is called Flowering Vine. And I do have another project with the ruffled blooms embossing folder and stencil, and I will link over to that. And at the end of this video I will show you all 4 cards that I've made using this technique so far. So let's get into the stenciling. Okay, so now that we have our stenciled panel, we need to cut these into strips. And when this is going through, we're going to get to the end and it's going to be hard to hold on to. So before we get going, I'm going to attach a little handle to this side, and I'm just lining up on the bottom ledge of my trimmer here so I can make sure that this is even. Okay, so this is at 4, so then we just go down to 3.5, and you want to keep these in order. So then down to 3. Okay, and then the last one you can just take off of the little helper, and there you go. So for this I have a matching panel. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and I had trimmed that panel down to 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to use my Score Buddy to help me get these on. Okay, so we're going to be alternating the pieces, and some are going to be raised and some are going to be flat, and I'm using the Altenew 1/4 inch foam, and this is 1/16, so it's not very, does not have a very high loft. And you can decide if you want your first one to be raised or you want your first one to be flat. I'm going to raise this one, and I'm just putting the foam tape along the back. And I am going to add glue just to give myself a little bit of wiggle time if I need to reposition. Okay, so I'm keeping this tight in the corner, and then I am putting this tight in the corner and tight along that edge there. Okay, you can check on the back and see how you did and make sure you're all lined up and everything. So for the next one, this one is going to just be glued. And so I'm using this edge on this edge to line that up, and I'm just matching up the picture and putting that down, and then I'm just picking it up to kind of look at it and make sure everything matches and we're good to go. So then the next one we are back to having raised. Okay, and you can see the image is starting to come together and you're getting that cool 3D double vision effect. So I'm just going to keep going and fill all of these in. Okay, and this is complete. It looks super cool. If you have any overhang, you can use your trimmer to trim that off. I'm just going to check mine. I think we're pretty good on the edges. I just have a little bit on this side. Okay, so this is all set and I added it onto a matte layer of blue sky, and I have a card base of blue denim, so we're going to put that on there. But first, before we do that, I have this, it's 1-inch distressed chiffon ribbon, and I just wanted to put that over the bottom. And here is the sentiment. I cut this out with Master Layouts 3. And we have the happy birthday, and then this is the blue denim, and we're going to put that on there. This was out of the birthday wishes, and I just love the font on that one. So let's go ahead and put this on, and what I like to do is I take some double-sided tape. This one is a 1/4 inch. You could use whatever you have, and I just put this on the back around in the area where I think it's going to wrap around too. The good thing about this distressed chiffon is that this does not add any bulk whatsoever, so you don't need to worry about popping up the back on like foam tape or anything like that. So I really like it because that's just a nice, beautiful, soft touch without, you know, kind of taking over everything. All right, so I'm just going to put one of these edges on and then come over to the front and kind of even that out. My cat is eating her collar tag, so making a weird noise. I apologize. And you can just, this is super easy to readjust, which I also love. And you can just kind of scooch it around and make sure you're in just the right spot. And then I'm going to put, you could put just tape or anything that you have like that. I'm just going to put this over to secure it on here. Okay, now that that's all set, I'm just going to use my tape runner and put this on the card front. Okay, now we have that, and that looks so pretty. You see that just kind of adds another whole nother detail on there, which is really nice. All right, so I'm just going to glue this on, and then we can add some gems. And while we're waiting for that to set up, I have this for the inside of the card. When I trimmed the, there was a 6x6 stencil, so when I trimmed down the panel for the 4 inches, I had a side left of the stencil, so I cut that off and added that to the left side. And then I have best wishes to you on your special day, and that was also out of this birthday wishes down here. It's a great little set, and I stamped that in powder blue to match the stenciling there. And we can add this on the inside. I like to use temporary adhesive, just in case if I mess up when I write the card out, I can just do this instead of having to take apart my whole card and possibly ruin it. So okay. So I was trying to figure out, I have the micro disco ball gems, and then I have this dazzling diamond. And I think these might be too pinky for this, so we can go with the dazzling diamond. These are very silver and sparkly. Pour some out. Okay, I think I like this placement, so we'll get these glued on. All right, so here's our finished project for today. We did the double vision technique, so you get that cool like 3D kind of look on there. It just adds another level of interest. I have that beautiful chiffon ribbon and our sentiment and our dazzling diamond gems on there. It looks so pretty. And on the inside, we have our stenciled piece and a birthday message. We'll show you a few of the other ones that I have made with this technique. The first one I made was this one, and this is with an embossing folder. And I just did a little bit of ink splattering on there and have the ribbon on that. So I think that looks really cool. And then this one I did I embossed with the embossing folder, and then I stenciled it on the deboss side, and then did the blackout technique with some brown. I added an embossed sentiment there, and on the inside I just used the embossing folder along the edge there. So we have that one, and then we have this one. This one is the one I have the video for. So you can go check that out. But I used the ruffled blooms, and this is the embossing folder, and then I stenciled on there, added the sentiment, and I added some of the dewdrops, so that looks really pretty. And then this is the same as well. I have the piece of the embossing folder there. So I think that that turned out very lovely. So here are all of my double vision cards, so you can use it just plain on stenciling. Here we have embossed with no stenciling on it. Here we have embossed with stenciling, and here we have embossed with stenciling on the deboss side. So there's lots of different options. You could even do this with patterned paper. That would look really cool, but the sky's the limit. So I hope that you give this technique a try. And if you enjoyed this project today, I have another one coming up for you that you will absolutely love on the end screen. And I will also put my Gina K Designs playlist there where I keep all of my Gina K projects that I have made. So if you love Gina K, all of those will be over there for you. Thanks so much for stopping by today, and until next time, like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and have an amazing day. Bye-bye.